It was grade 12. I was getting tutored in calculus because it wasn't my best class. And my friend was tutoring me, and he brought his friend along. I saw them walking up together, and his friend said to me, "Natalie, we're thinking about going to a movie on Friday. Would you be interested in coming along?" And I said, "Yeah, sure."
So I have an older brother. He's about 2.5 years older than I am. And when we were little, we came up with the bright idea that we would put our money together so that we could save up for something really big. So I would always have the majority of the money because my brother would save up his allowance and spend it on candy, whereas I would save it all up. And I wouldn't spend any of it until I had a lot. We would put all our money together, saving up to buy this PS1 or whatever, and we would get in arguments, typical brother-sister thing, and we would decide that we didn't want to put our money together anymore and we were going to split it all up.
I was deceived into thinking that beards were really, really sexy until my girlfriend told me I needed to shave.
Beards are sexy? Beards aren't sexy.
So I couldn't pick up my report card. My dad had to pick it up for me. So my dad and my sister got this grand idea to switch my mark on the report card and give me a fake report card. So when I got home, I looked at my report card and my mark was a lot lower than I expected, and I was alone in the kitchen and I collapsed on the floor crying and holding on to the cat because I was so upset about my mark. And then my mom came in and started laughing and called to everyone else, she's crying in the kitchen."
I was led to believe that my education would be worth something.
No, because I was saying how much more was all girls except
He said, "Don't you want to know who's coming?" And I said, "Okay, who's coming?" And he said, "Just you and me." And I said, "What?" Talk about out of the blue. I was so deceived. It was like a sneak attack date.
So last year, I found out that I actually have a different birthday than I've been told for my entire life. Apparently, it's a common practice in Egypt, I'm Egyptian, that you actually get your birth date on the day that they register you in Egypt. And it turns out that I was actually born on January 20th, but it shows on my birth certificate that I was born on January 22nd. So my whole life, I've been celebrating my birthday 2 days late. This came as a great shock to me when my mom told me about it last year, because I felt for a moment that I was going through some sort of existential crisis.
So my brother, being the older and smarter one, decided that he was more mathematically talented than I was, and he would split up the money. And I find out years later that he would actually take 90% of the money, and I would only get 10% of it. But at the time, I had no idea. But now, when he tells me this, I realize, hey, I was deceived. But I still love him.